For the home team, the Indians of Minooka High School.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, sounds good.
And now, the lineup for Minooka for tonight's game. Leading off, number 5, center fielder Alex Bebar. Number 6, Tyler Thorson.
Good evening, welcome into high school baseball right here on the IHSA TV network, the Class 4A state semifinals. Mark Lindo, Rusty Sober here with you. Beautiful evening for baseball. Bright sunshine, mostly clear skies, 84 degrees. Wind blowing out of the south at 7, straight out towards center field. And temperature dropping back to the 70s. And Mark, you can't ask for a better evening for baseball here.
No, great day for baseball. Our fourth and final game, second semifinal. Lyons trying to do the unthinkable. That's repeat. It's only been done one other time. Minooka coming out of a very tough sectional. They have an omnipotent offense. They can come at you from a few different ways, and quality pitchers. Both teams will throw on the hill tonight. We should have a great semifinal game here tonight, the last game of the day.
And we got a lot of good fans on board. A lot more fans, it looks like, for the Indians than the Lions, but believe it or not, both teams will probably fill in as the innings go on here.
Well, to our left, I tell you what, Minooka, a big throng, only about 15, 20-minute drive for them at the most. They probably have, I'm just guessing, 1,500 people. Lions trying to repeat, maybe about 1,000, but it's been a great day attendance-wise at Silver Cross Field, a great venue for baseball here in Joliet.
All right, well, let's go through the lineups here if we can, even though they were announced, but let's go through them. For the Lions, who will be the visitors here for today's game, they'll start off with the left fielder, Evan Booth will bat first. Second, Steve Heilenbach, the second baseman. Third, Keith Lehman. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Lions. Batting fourth, cleanup Matt Robert out of center field. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Tom Prescott. Batting sixth, the catcher, Brad Taylor. Batting seventh for Lions will be Mike Lorenz, the right fielder. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Blake Murray. And batting ninth, the shortstop for Lions will be Stuart Nelson.
And pitching for Minooka opening this ball game will be the 6', 185-pound senior, a left-hander, Josh Jimenez. Jimenez has pitched 81 and a third innings, a sparkling 1.68 earned run average, 114 punch-outs. Are you kidding me? In 83 innings, only 19 walks. Those are big-time numbers. 11 and 2 on the season. Jimenez, a good one. There's no doubt he'll come at you with as a control pitcher. Two-seamer with great movement, a 3-year varsity starter. He's a sinker ball pitcher who threw 15 ground ball outs against Naperville Sectional and Super Sectional.
And first pitch hit out towards right field. Underneath it, Luschwander with the first out. The one out we got in the opening inning.
Well, one pitch, one out, very efficient. Jimenez attacking the zone. Evan Booth, first ball, fastball, hunting, he got it. Can of corn out there for Neuschwander in right field. The Sunfield relatively tough right now, but players have battled that sun all day long.
His pitch a little bit low. Jimenez, you know, you've said those numbers right off the bat to me, and I looked at those numbers too. Those are some outstanding numbers for a high school pitcher.
Yeah, those are numbers for anybody. That's why he's got 11 wins up on the board.
Out to short, Thorson. Long throw and a good reach by Bozovic for the second out of the inning.
Heilenbach got a ball on the inner part, got his hands through, but Thorson just very, very solid defensively. Squared it off through a strike. 2 quick outs for Minooka.
Keith Lehman, pitcher for Lions, up to the plate. And this one, what, a little bit inside. You talk about the time of day that we're playing this game in the evening hours. You take a look at the shadows out there. Could be a problem. The batter in the shade, pitcher in the sunshine here.
A little bit advantage pitcher right now. Jimenez has about 52 feet of sunshine that the ball will come at to Lehman here in the 3-hole. In about the last 6 feet, it's going to jump on him out of the shade. Lehman comes in a 343 hitter, 36 RBIs on the season, 25 runs scored. So he can get on, he can get in, he can drive them in. Very efficient at 3-hole hitter.
3-0 pitch right down the middle, strike one. 3-1. Funny thing I bring that up only because I noticed where the shadow line has been. And if you've been to ballparks, maybe Wrigley Field, Miller Park, the time of day, late in the afternoon, evening, is always a problem for the hitters. Strike 2 there. So full count.
Jimenez usually likes to work downstairs. He got a swing strike above the hands there. Wants to come in with a cutter now.
Full count pitch, high and in. Lions have the first runner on base here in the top of the first. Courtesy runner for Lions going over first base. Tom Brannon.
Well, Jimenez now has a lefty advantage against Matt Robert, their number 4-hole hitter. Robert's going to get him. Robert's got to stay solid with his front side, keep the right shoulder in, and stay over the plate. You see a nice shot of him with an open stance.
First pitch a little bit low, but nice stop there by TJ Condon. Lefty against lefty.
With a courtesy runner, very short lead. Jimenez going to vary his looks, vary his slide step.
Good pitch across the inside part of the plate. 1-1.
Minooka playing very deep in the outfield, trying to stop any extra base hit, letting the ball fall in front of him, but not letting Lyons score on one extra base hit here.
This one low and outside. Always tough to run on that left-handed pitcher.
Well, a lot of times you just have a situation where you're going to go on the first move. It's more of a guessing game. So if you're going to go, you got to, as soon as that leg comes up, you're going to guess you're going to put Brozovic, the first baseman, at a situation where he has to come off the base, make a play, and fire a strike across to Thorson.
2-1 count. Look over at first, now the pitch. Ground ball, high chopper up in the air. Picked up, thrown to first, and nope, it's going to be a little bit late. Trouble for Fleischauer to try to get to the ball, scoop it up and throw it to first. That ball stayed up in the air quite a bit of time.
Nice play by Fleischauer. That's called a run-through baseball-wise. See the high chopper coming right into your screen. There's a fastball away. Robert actually got his hands outside of that. You would usually like to teach your young man to go ahead and hit that ball the other way. Good run through, good release by Fleischauer, but the speedy Robert sets up a first and second. A little bit of pressure on the Minooka defense now with 2 outs.
Prescott at the plate, and this one across the outside corner, or just a bit outside. Another left-handed batter here. Look back at second and bring the runner back. Brennan, the pinch runner. First and second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be called strike. Inside corner.
Well, Lyons comes into this baseball game 26-12-1. That's 39 games. Prescott's only played in 26 of those and only has 4 RBIs on the season.
This one a bit inside. One thing I've noticed the last couple of batters here, Jimenez has fallen behind.
Yeah, he has. So right now, advantage hitter. Prescott wants to stay in, stay back, let the ball get to him.
Foul tip. That one caught by Condon, so we're at 2-2.
The deeper a hitter can let the baseball get to him, the more vision you have on the baseball, the more ability you have to, if you keep your hands back, to track it and turn it back around from whence it came.
This one outside. Now we got a full count.
Both runners on base are being reminded by George Ushella, make him start, don't go for the leg move, check your outfield and know how much room you have to work with on the bases.
Runners on the move, 3-2. Here's the pitch, that's ball 4. Two walks and a base hit. Bases are now loaded for catcher Brad Taylor.
Yeah, for the love of the game. My goodness, Booth and Heilenbach go down bang, bang in 4 pitches. Then you get yourself a 2-out walk, an infield chop, and then another walk, and all of a sudden you feel a little bit of pressure on you as Minooka uses the opportunity to get out and talk to their pitcher right now. Jeff Petrovic sends his pitching coach out there. His pitching coach is Jim Lamping. Jim Lamping actually was a coach for Jeff Petrovic, and now he's coaching for Jeff Petrovic. So that shows, the relationship they had, a symmetry between those guys, and what ability and trust that Jeff Petrovic puts in his former coach.
Taylor looks at a high pitch. How many times in baseball you see where you get a strange inning, the high chop, couple walks, you get a bases loaded? It's funny how strange things happen in a game.
No doubt.
This one fouled back. I got it. Nope, in front of us.
Well, baseball is such a game of minutia. There are so many little things that happen in the game within the game. And, of course, we know you can hit a line drive, you can hit a rocket, you can get frozen. Then all of a sudden you get a base hit, a balk, a wild pitch, those kind of things. They create runs.
Line down the line, foul. Missed the line by about 15 feet down along the bullpen.
So Taylor, who has 17 RBIs, only a .218 hitter, but really pulled his hands through that baseball, tried to stay with it inside out, drove that ball down the right field line. But first base umpire Vince Cannon all over that call. Now Jimenez will go from the windup. 1-2.
Here's the pitch. Half-hearted swing on the inside of the bat, throw over to first. High throw, he's going to be safe. That's going to be an error on the pitcher. Jimenez.
Well, Jimenez did a great job not rushing on the fielding part of that play. Made his pitch, an outstanding pitch it was, by the way, as he comes up, break a ball right on the hands. Taylor did everything he can. Now look at the solid pickup. but then he dropped down a bit. And he caused himself all sorts of trouble. And now, besides the physicality of one run up on the board, now the mind games start. If you're Jimenez, you have to refocus and you have to have a mindset. The next pitch is the thing. Not the last pitch, but the next pitch is the one that I need to make.
Right fielder Mike Lorenz, another left-hander stepping up. Bases are still loaded, first inning. This one's going to be a bit outside. 2 walks, an infield chop, and now an error by the pitcher. This one going to be called a strike outside. On the corner, 1-1, 1-0. Lions with the early lead, top of the first. This one up the middle. Ooh, took a high hit off the face, recovers and throws the first for the out. So Lyons gets 1 run on a matter of 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 men left. We played 1/2 inning. Lions lead over Minooka 1-0. Welcome back to Silver Cross Field. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silber here on hand. Bottom of the first inning. Lions out in front, 1-0 Minooka. And let's give you the starting lineup for the Minooka Indians. They'll lead off with Alex Babar, center fielder. Tyler Thorson, shortstop will bat second. TJ Condon, the catcher, to bat third. Fourth, the first baseman, Matt Brozovic. Fifth, the right fielder, Carson Neuschwander. Sixth, the second baseman with his fly shower. Seventh, the third baseman, Joe Camaggio. Eighth, the designated hitter, Austin Paulson. And ninth, the left fielder, Nick White.
They'll face the right-handed delivery of Keith Lehman for Lions. Lehman comes into this baseball game with a record of 9-2, a minuscule 0.86 earned run average. You see some giddy up there. 73 innings pitched, only 48 hits allowed, 78 punch-outs, 23 base on balls. Rather impressive numbers for a guy who could touch 90 on a gun.
Babar with a swing and a smash up the middle, base hit. Both teams, leadoff hitters coming up and swinging the baseball here.
Babar got a fastball, look for it. We talked about the ability of Lehman to get it up there in a hurry, but Babar just flat out turned him around. He gets on base. A lot of good things happen for Jeff Petrovic's team.
Tyler Thorson, shortstop. Lehman looking over first, fake bunt. Right back. The first base is Alex Babar.
Tyler Thorson, a good handler of bat, fine shortstop in his own right.
Kevin Lehman looking over at first, now check on a bunt. That's going to be ball 2.
Minooka with a baseball team. 7 of Jeff Petrovic's players will be playing college baseball next year. Pitcher Jimenez will play for Bella Marine, Division II school.
One held back, that's now 3-0. You know what amazes me, Mark? You look down this lineup, take a look at all the players that average above 300.
Yeah, he's got...
Was it 6 or 7 players I see there in the starting lineup?
There, you got guys that can throw their hands, guys that have been battle tested. Minooka finished second in their conference this year.
There's a strike over the outside corner.
Plainfield North was the winner of the Southwest Prairie. Plainfield South had a nice ball club. Oswego East, Romeoville, all teams that make up that conference.
Look over at first. Now Lehman steps off the rubber. A lot of concern with Babar over first with the speed that he has. Here's the pitch and low outside. A walk, and now we got runners at first and second.
So a walk at the top of the first inning with 2 outs led to some damage and led to Lions getting on board. Now Lions finds themselves back in. So all Babar will lead off hit. Then Thorson with a quality up back takes a walk. And it gets any tougher with Condon, Brozovic, and Neuschwander all up the middle of the order. Can do some damage for Minooka.
Catcher T.J. Condon Swings the first pitch, and this will go into short center field. They're going to send him. Nope, they're going to hold him up. An opportunity to send him on a base hit. Bebar was held up, so bases are loaded. Good throw from center field.
Well, Robert showed just a rocket, and you can see that was part of a scout report. Now, Jeff Petrovic in the third base coach's box, he would have sent Bebar had there been 1 or 2 outs. But with nobody out and his 4, 5, and 6 coming up, discretion the better part of valor there, no doubt about it. Good fundamental coaching by Petrovic right there.
First pitch called a strike against Matt Brozovic, the first baseman. Another player that can definitely hit the baseball, averaging 3.59.
19 RBIs on the season for Brozovic. Left-handed hitter, wide open stance.
This one just missed the corner. That one looked like a slow curve. 2-1. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball missed by the pitcher, but over to second for 1, to first. Do they get 2? Yep, they got a double play, but a run scores. Bebar comes in, ties the game at 1 apiece.
So your Lions right there, you'll certainly trade that run for that double play. 4-6-3 and out. Steve Heilenbach does a good job on that double play ball. He gets the ball in a hurry. The underhand flip coming across the base with full momentum. Stuart Nelson, and then Prescott with a nice pick. They're not out of jail yet, but things are much more manageable right now if you're LT.
Carson Neuschwander.
3 times Lyons Township has won the state championship, 1967.
This one inside. 2-0.
In 03, and then last year 11, trying to repeat as they beat Providence for their title right here last year, a year ago this date.
Strike called on the outside corner. 2-1. Lehman trying to get out of the first inning with just only 1 run. This one right on the corner.
You know, Lions tradition's so deep, Rusty. Lester Glick, Dick Lieber, Terry Sullivan, George Eschella, 4 different coaches have taken teams to the state finals for the Lions.
This one fouled, heads up in the stands. I want to ask you the nerves of these pitchers. You know, getting here to state, playing in a game like this, and you wonder how much the nerves until they settle in the, past that first inning.
Yeah, you got a little bit of juice going usually, but these guys, I think we always talk about that in the state tournament. But these guys have already pitched in regional finals, sectional finals. Lyons was here last year, super sectional games. So besides the first time you take the field, I think it settles down very, very quickly.
Neuschwander, a foul ball. Was the on-deck circle. Heyman looks at third. Now here's the pitch. Curveball over to short. It's picked up by Nelson. Long throw to first, and he's got him. It's only 1 run to come into the inning here to score for Minooka. They get 1 run, a couple hits, leave 1 man. They played 1 inning. We're tied 1-1. You're watching the Class 4A state semifinals right here on the IHSA TV network. Back at Silver Cross Field, Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver, as we get ready to start the top of the second inning. Tied up 1 apiece. Blake Murray will lead off for the Lions, designated hitter.
Murray, right now, anytime that you're hitting in the 8 hole and you're leading, it's another conference row, Plainfield South 2-1.
This one a changeup. Not much of a swing. Brozovic.
But then it got interesting. They played the western part of the state, Moline High School, won that game 4-3 in 9 innings, and then played basically a perfect game, a 9-0 win against O'Fallon, a great baseball team in which Kevin Ruff pitched a perfect game.
That one's close, but back in there. Tyler Thorson. You want to have your best games down the stretch.
Yeah. Kevin Ruff, a perfect game against a very, very good O'Fallon team.
This one hit foul for the dugout. Heard that was an outstanding pitch game, too, for Kevin Ruff. Everything just went his way to get that game. Perfect game.
Well, an awful lot of things have to happen to get a perfecto, no doubt about that. Ruff will be pitching at Benedictine, and we'll probably see him pitch tomorrow. Look at those feet.
Thorson back again. I'm sure there had to be a couple of gems in that game to keep that alive.
No doubt about it.
One-two pitch from Lehman. This one just missed the outside corner. 2-2.
Get a chance, viewers, watch Lehman if he throws to first base again. Watch how quickly he shifts his feet to make that throw. The quickness of your feet is just, of his feet, is just incredible.
This one foul tipped. Brozovic stays alive.
Now, conversely, he's a little bit slow to home plate. A pitcher wants to get it there in about 1-3. He's not too concerned about the runner right now with a 3-run lead, but he's got a pretty high leg kick. I'll put the watch on him and see if he's above 1-3 or below.
Pitch here, and caught. Brozovic swinging hastily at that one. Strike three on that. Second straight strikeout.
Great changeup. It took about 8 to 10 miles off that, which is about 6 to 8 inches. He had Brozovic way out on the front foot. Got the easy punch out as Brozovic was not able to keep his hands back.
Carson Neuschwander, man on first. This one right across the middle. Boy, it looks like Lehman's settling in now.
He's in rhythm, and when a pitcher gets in rhythm, they become very dangerous. That's what it's an offense's job to do, exactly what Neuschwander did. Just step out, try to create some things, call a timeout, those kinds of things.
Throw back to first. Okay, quick swipe by Prescott, but Thorson back in. I wonder, coming back to the mound after those couple of runs, a 4-1 lead can settle you down too.
Well, there's no doubt. You carry the confidence of your team carries your confidence.
This one hit down the right field line. It's going to be foul. Pretty good swing by Neuschwander.
See, now you're down 3 runs. There's 2 outs. So people ask, why is Jeff Petrovic run there? 2 reasons. 1, he wants his team to stay aggressive. And 2, he was flat out guessing curveball right there. He was guessing off-speed pitch by Lehman. So Jeff Petrovic staying 1 pitch ahead of the game.
And 2. Pitch here reached out, hit over to short, throw over to first by Nelson, and they're out of the inning. No runs, just a hit. And we're through 3. Lyons, a 4-1 lead. You're watching the Class 4A State Semifinals right on the IHSA TV network.
When we come back, we see Keith Lehman. He's going to like what he sees on this pitch. 4-1 lead for his baseball team for Lyons Township. Watch it finish, chest over lead leg, and then a little hop, hop, hop. I'm excited because I like the outcome of that pitch. He knows when he's in rhythm, when he's in timing. That's what we're talking about right there. Picture tells 1,000 words.
I hate to say, Mark, but I'm starting to think it's a Texas two-step move. And Keith Lehman is now stepping his way at the plate here. And gets a hit here out to left field. Running right after it, making the catch. A nice catch out there for the first out of the inning. White comes up with the big catch. He put a lot of pop into that.
Well, yeah, and that was an outstanding catch by White. We've seen some nice catches with speedy outfields all day long. And the point is, White got off the sound of the bat, drop step with his left foot, got his glove up in full stride, went to the point where the ball was going to land and caught that with ease to take away a would-be extra base hit.
This is a foul ball bat. Should mention Josh Jimenez came out in the 3rd inning, pitched 2 2/3 of an inning, 4 runs. He gave up. 3 of those were earned. Matt Vogren on the hill right now for Minooka. This is a ground ball foul outside the line of third. We're in the 4th inning at Silver Cross Field. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver. 4-1 our score. Lyons with the lead. This one just outside the Matt Robert. Breaking ball stays outside. Right now I notice the shadows almost over the mound, but still the pitcher in this daylight here. If that causes any problems or not, I'm not sure.
I think Lyons is tracking the baseball pretty well right now. See how interesting. Watch Volgren when he gets right to that point. See how he catches himself and gains his balance position. Very good mechanics for a young sophomore.
This one hit down the left field. White gets underneath, and that's the second out of the inning.
When the leg comes up, the thigh high to the sky, as they call it, if you're not balanced there as a pitcher, you're going to rush your front side, and everything's going to fall apart. But a good job by Volgren catching himself right as he lifts his leg. You'll see that bit of balance right there. And then he's able to coil and uncoil. Nasty breaking ball there.
Yeah, breaking ball, strike one to Tom Prescott, the first baseman. This one off the plate. And this will go foul. Volgren kind of swatted at it. Looked like he almost touched it in fair territory. Still a smart move on his part, because I don't think he was going to get him at first.
Yeah, no, there was no play at first. He let it spin, let it spin, let it spin. Let the home plate umpire gain some angle on that Kevin Lefevre. Then Volgren just knocked it foul.
Hey, Larry, what's the sign for off the plate? The best home.
0-2 pitch. This one a bit low. Lyons with a run in the first, one in the second, two in the third. This one down to third base. What a nice play to stay with it. Not going to get the play at first, though. Pretty good effort by Canaggio. Had it and almost reeled it in, but went off his glove to his left. And now the coach would come out and look at him here.
Talk about some guts Canaggio had. Look, he said, I'm okay. He took that one right off the chin and then just stayed with it. And Canaggio, the third baseman, he just kind of shakes it off, said, leave me alone. 5'11", 180, pretty chiseled young man. It hurts much more than he's going to let anybody to look at him. Great picture of him right there walking it off. And when you're a third base athlete, you're used to getting hit with the ball.
They're going to call that an error. They're going to call that a hot spot over there at third. Throw back to first, Prescott back in.
That ball was hit pretty sharp.
Pitch to Brad Taylor. Down the line, just inside of it. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And over to third is Prescott. So we got first and third right now. Brad Taylor did a good job of hitting there to put the ball inside the right field line.
That ball came down on his hands. He put his foot down right as his hands came forward. Inside out, that ball just flicked it down the right field line. Neuschwander did a good job getting it in quickly to stop Prescott from being able to score. Holds him at third base, at least not for now. Minooka can't chase much more than the three that they're chasing right now.
Michael Renz, the right fielder. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. First pitch up high from Mitch Volgren. Minooka trying to get out of trouble here in the fourth. They're trailing 4-1. Foul ball back. Lions have their bats going today, making situations work for themselves.
Good pass to the baseball on that fastball by Lorenz. Fouled it straight back. Normally when a pitcher finds a guy going straight back, he'll go off speed.
This one a little bit outside. 2-1.
Great opportunity for George Ushella to put something on right now. You're betting on the hitter. If he thinks Lorenz is a contact player, he knows his personnel. He'll put the runner in gear.
Here's a pitch. This one a little high, but he swung at it. Well, this count now is 2-2. with 2 outs. And Vogan with the pitch right over the corner, strike 3. Nothing that Lorenz can do about it, but just watch it. So that stops the rally for the Lions. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. And by the way, there was 1 error. We played 3.5. It's 4-1 Lions. You're watching the IHSA TV network. Nothing's better than getting a baseball that you can get excited and be happy with. I don't know if I should bring another story into the box on that one. Welcome back to Silver Cross Field. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silber. Bottom of the 4th inning. Lions leading Minooka by a score of 4-1. Minooka trying to get some runs back here. Nick Fleischauer up at the plate. This one up high, 2-0.
Minooka's had a streaky season. They started out 2-3. Very poor by their standards. They then ripped off 6 straight wins. Then they lost 5 of their next 6. Then an 11-game winning streak. And then they finished 2-5. So you talk about a team that was up and down and up and down. An 11-game winning streak sandwiched in that up and down situation where they beat Oswego. They had a nice win against Lockport, beat Oswego East, 3-game series, beat a solid Glenbard South team. Then they swept Oswego High School, Romeoville. So they were in a little bit of a roll, and then ran into a little bit of a funk, losing 2 out of 3 to Plainfield Central and Plainfield North, then dominated them. The conference champions beat Minooka 3 consecutive games in league play.
3-1 the count. Nick Fleischauer. This one called strike over the inside corner. You being around the game for such a long time, like myself, I wonder how much it can make the manager put a little more gray hair on their head when you got win streaks and losing streaks in a season like that.
Well, you know,
this one's going to be alone. That's ball 4.
Yeah, when you're the coach, your team plays off you. They play off your demeanor. And I'm sure Jeff Petrovic had some low thoughts in his mind at given times, but he has so much enthusiasm, so much energy, so much joy for the game. He believes his players so much. That's when it's up to a coach to get his team. You know, I use the word believability. If you can get your team's believability back, talent will then take care of itself.
Leadoff man on base with a walk. Joe Canaggio up at the plate. First pitch, a strike. This could be a big inning for Minooka to get the leadoff man on board. That one just missed the corner.
Well, you always talk about taking one on the chin. Carnaggio literally took one on the chin on that hard ground ball. Good picture of him right then. And we talked about it. He got quite a bit of his jaw, but tough kid. He won't let it bother him right at all.
This one foul ball back. Count 1-2. It's amazing. We look at teams that get here, state, and they go through winning streaks, losing streaks, as you said. How much that can make a team better for a final weekend. A learning experience for the kids. Here's the pitch. This one going low. 2-2.
Well, you know, when you have a winning program like Minooka does, when you have a losing streak or a bad scheme, that's a great teaching time for Coach Petrovic to say, okay, guys, here are the little things we need to do to be complete so that we can compete at state tournament time. He brought his team to the right level at the right time. Beat a very solid Naperville Central team 6-3 in the super sectional game. And here is Minooka for the second time under Coach Petrovic.
Last pitch awfully close off the plate, 3-2. Look back over to first, throw over for Lehman. Fleischauer possibly going on this.
He's going if Coach believes that Carnaggio is going to hit the baseball. Plain and simple. It'll be a run and hit, not a hit and run.
Not going, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the 4th inning. Taylor coming out to the mound to talk to Lehman here.
So the reason he didn't go is in respect to the 3-run deficit and Lehman's 78 strikeouts in 73 innings. Coach Petrovic knows that he can make the barrel miss on a consistent basis, pitcher Lehman. So he put the trust in his hitter that way. Quality at-bat for Carnaggio, who draws a base on balls. And yes, base on balls oftentimes are overlooked as far as being earned. You know, you and I can take a pitch over our head 3 or 4 times, but guys can get into 6, 7, 8 pitch counts and draw a base on balls. That is an artwork. That's a big part of an offensive arsenal.
Austin Paulson looks to bunt, pulls it back. Looking over to third base, trying to get some signs right here. Galka in at third base, expecting the bunt. Here's the pitch on the bat, diving for nope. Lehman went for it, now throws the first and gets the out. Looked like Lehman had a chance to dive for it, pulled back on it. 1 out in the inning. Runners move up to second and third.
Well executed by the 8-hitter Paulson. Sets the table for the 9-hitter Nick White. Defense is back. They'll concede a run on the infield. They'll trade an out for a run right here on a ground ball.
This one low. Second pitch low here, 2-0. Nobody warming up for the Lions at all. Second and third, 1 out. Lehman takes a sign. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air down the third base line out to left field. This one caught. And run will score to make it 4-2. Coming in from third is Nick Fleischauer.
Good fundamental baseball right there. Spun him over, get him in. That just shows Coach Petrovic's confidence in the pitcher he has out there right now, Mitch Vogren, to be able to shut down this Lions offense for most of the rest of the way. Solid play by Booth to make that easy catch, but then the fundamental play came in, was cut off, not allowing Carnaggio to advance from second to third.
And now it looks like they're going to try to peel to third base, I think. And say nope. He left at the right time.
So we see there in high school baseball, you can ask for an appeal. You do not need to throw the ball over like you would if you're watching a major league game. So they just basically ask the umpire, home plate umpire's call, and we play on. Put the RBI in the book.
Alex Bibar at the plate. Now a timeout called. Brad Taylor.
Taylor and Lehman right there, what they're doing is they're having a meeting. You see them talking. They're changing their signs right now. They know that Carnaggio's been on second base, peeking in for about 7-8 pitches right now. So they changed their sequence of signs so that Carnaggio can't steal them on second and flash them back to the hitter.
2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch. This one called strike on the outside corner. Good movement on that curveball. Lehman looking back at second. Now the pitch off the inside part of the back over the short. Nelson throws over to first. High throw. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Bang, bang. That will end the inning. 1 run. No hits. 1 man left. We played 4 innings. It's 4-2 Lions over Minooka. You're watching high school baseball on the IHSA TV network. Wonder where that train's headed to here at Silver Cross Field. Class 4A state semifinals. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver on hand. 4-2 our score. Lions leading Minooka. First pitch in the inning called for strike 1 to Blake Murray.
Blake Murray, the son of former Blackhawk Troy Murray, played in the NHL for 15 years. So Blake was on the team last year that won the state championship, but no, he was injured. He had 2 collarbones he broke during the hockey season, so he missed baseball last year and missed that championship season. He's hoping to be a part of it this year. And imagine that, the injury happened last year during hockey.
Here's the pitch, and this one's going to drop in front of the plate. You know, I was going to ask you the question, does he play hockey? If your dad plays hockey, do you play hockey? So
that's
thanks
a
for answering that
right?
for me, yes. And yes, I am a Hawks fan.
You're a Hawks fan.
In season especially.
So Troy Murray rings a bell to you, huh?
This one hit inside the line. Down into the corner. Murray showing his speed, will make second, rounding second, looking for 3. There comes the throw. He's going to get in. That's going to be a triple.
Just a nifty piece of hitting, and then he skated all the way to third base. How's that? I couldn't resist. That one just came natural. Well, look at the open stance. Watch the hands come back and the barrel go through on contact. He loads up, sees the ball right in front of him, and then the ball caroms off the side away from Carson Neuschwander. And as soon as the play was out in front of him, Murray saw that, and he quickly put it into overdrive and skated into third.
Yeah, but you missed one thing. The ball bounced off the boards
Okay.
to get to third. That one in the dirt.
What else can we pull out hockey-wise? Came off the boards, skated into third. He slapped that shot down the right field line, or he wrist shot it down the right field line.
This one called the strike over the corner. We should mention that Stuart Nelson's up. Lions trying to pad on their 4-2 lead. This one over the heart of the plate called strike 2. A little bit on the high side, but it was across the plate.
And Stuart Nelson has arguably the biggest hit of the ball game so far. That was a 2-out, 2 RBI hit in the third inning.
This one bounces in. Good stop there by TJ Condon. Three-two pitch. This one hit up in the air. Oh, wow, that was above us.
That was going to be your chance. I want to see how much quickness you had.
I had my chance, so was it yesterday. You know the story.
Caught a home run ball, huh? Miller Park, that's pretty awesome.
This one grounded over short off the glove of Hillenbach, and this is going to bring a run in. Murray comes home from third, and it's 5-2. Gonna give that a hit, or is that gonna be an error?
I'm sure that's going to be an error. Fleischauer went to his backhand when he had plenty of time to square that ball up, put his chest in front of it. Ball was hit hard, but right at the second baseman.
Throw back to first. Yes, I'll spill the beans, as you mentioned it. I was at Miller Park yesterday and caught a home run ball.
Awesome.
Norachika Aoki. This one going to be called a strike. Was out there with my 11-year-old stepson. The ball goes in this ATI club, bounces up with a weird spin. Saw it come at me, grabbed it with both hands.
That's what a neat thrill for your stepson.
This one bounces in and going over to second base to throw down. He's going to be in standing up. To make a long story short, but the best part of it was they came over to me and asked me if I would turn the ball in to Aoki because that was his first ever home run because he had an inside the park homer. I said, sure, okay. For the experience of the 11-year-old, sure, no problem. This one popped up over our heads. So the guy comes over from media relations, says, okay, fine. You know, we'll negotiate. And I gave him the ball, and we had a chance to meet Aoki after the game. And he actually was nice enough to give us a baseball bat, a baseball, and a chance to see the Brewers again. This one is
awesome.
Swinging strike 3. And for my 11-year-old, probably the best experience in his life.
Oh, no doubt. To meet a big league ball player at that age is nothing but awesome.
The only way I put it, it's priceless. And I really don't want to catch another one in front of me here today. Believe me, out in the right field stands is a lot easier to catch, I think, than right behind home plate. This one a curve, and that's a strike.
And you already have your free tickets for tonight's game, so you don't need that.
But that is a thrill to catch a home run ball, even though it was out of bounds, just to get in your hands. Ooh, this one high and tight. Right now, Lyons trying to extend their lead. They got one this inning on an error. They're up 5-2 here in the fifth. Bogren with the pitch, and the hit goes out to right field. It's going to be caught out there by Neuschwander. And a throw back into the infield a little bit late. Nelson will move from second to third.
That ball was hit hard, but right at Neuschwander. And squaring up and getting all of that was Heilenbach. Good base running move over to third base was Nelson.
Lehman at the plate. This one called a strike over the corner. Lyons leading Minooka 5-2 in the fifth. Pitch for Vogren. This one just missed the plate. 1-1.
Lehman 36 RBIs, so he's been in this situation and cashed in many times. Nice looking open stance.
Over the pitch, and that's a good pitch over the plate. Good movement on that pitch, 1-2. One-two pitch, this one hit up the middle, that's gonna be a base hit. Lehman helps his cause. Nelson comes in from third. It's now 6-2.
So Nelson, 2 RBIs in the 9-hole, and there a run scored. Lehman with a 2-out base hit, another 2-out run. Great picture of Lehman on the, I call the reverse load. Usually when the pitch is coming, the foot comes up and down. Lehman's front foot, he actually brings it back and then forward. Just something that he's done for years and years. He uses that as his timing mechanism, kept his hands back and picked up a 2 RBI base hit right back up the middle.
Matt Akins will be a courtesy runner over at first. Lights on here at Silver Cross Field as we're getting later in the day. It'll take full effect for the next half an hour. Vogren throws back to first. Matt Robert to plate. This one hit down the left field line, making chase. This will go out of play.
Matt Akins extends his lead a little bit more. Pretty good feet on the hill by Vogren. It is a running situation with 2 outs.
That one just a little bit low, 1-1. Only one inning that Lyons has not scored a run, and that was the fourth. Here's the pitch by Vogren. This one off the plate a bit. 2-1. This one throw back to first. Did he get him? Nope, he was in. Matt Akins able to get back in. Winner of tonight will take on Oak Park in the final tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. This one's a ball. Loser will take on Grant from Fox Lake in the third place game at 3 o'clock in Class 4A. Vogren set, here's the pitch, a runner going, nope, he stopped, but a hit into left field. This will be caught by White, and that will end the inning. Lyons comes up with 2 runs on a couple of hits, an error, and a man left. We played 4.5 innings. It's 6-2. Lyons over Minooka. You're watching the Class 4A state semifinals on the IHSA TV network. You see the lights are on here at Silver Cross Field as we head into the later evening hours. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver on hand. Nice ballpark here. Very cozy, friendly, and even more exciting for the Class 4A state semifinals. First pitch from Lehman. This is a ball. Tyler Thorson to lead things off here from Minooka. And this is a strike. Getting to the later innings here, Minooka needs to get something going. They need to get the runners on base.
Well, they can't chase any more than 6-2. They need to get 1 or 2 this inning just to set the stage for a later comeback. And you're right, this is a beautiful venue. The venue of the Joliet Slammers, independent baseball. Joliet City owns this field, maintains it well. Community is a baseball crazy community in Joliet.
Pitch here outside, 3-2. I know Minooka's had their shares of up and downs, but coming from behind, I'm sure they had a few of those in their schedule. This one wrapped over second base. What a play on the knees and throwing over there. Outstanding effort by Hillenbach over to Prescott.
Rack up the replay on that one. That was super scintillating. Surprising the way he laid out for this ball. Great at bat by Thorson. He just rings it up the middle, but no laying out on both knees. And then with some giddy up, Heilenbach with a superb play to get the first out of the inning. Rack it up.
Swinging strike to TJ Condon. Most exciting thing is just to throw it from the knees.
Yeah, that was awesome. He
Let it
squared
straight.
his shoulders up. Picture book, big time play.
This one bounces in. I think that should be in the Web Gem highlight reel.
There's no doubt. You know, that just geeks everybody up. One more notch when you lead off an inning like that.
This one sent foul. How much when you see a play like that, it helps your pitcher.
Oh, no doubt. Symmetry between the pitcher and his defense. Sometimes the pitcher has to pick up the defense. Sometimes the defense picks up the pitcher.
This one sent down the right field line. And what a catch over there. Reaching it is Lorenz. The wind has gone calm out here, so there's not much effect with it at all.
In stride, Lorenz gets off the sound of the bat. Ball to the line, goes to the line. Lorenz is smart enough, well coached enough to know that, and gets there with ease.
Matt Brozovic, first baseman. Lehman trying to get a 1-2-3 inning here, which will be the first time. Ground ball here, over to first, and taking himself will be Prescott. That'll do it. He's got that 1-2-3 inning. Played 4.5 innings here, and it's 6-2. Lions leading Minooka. Back after this here on the IHSA TV network. Skyview look at Silver Cross Field. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver on hand, top of the 6th inning. Lions up 6-2. First pitch hit here by Tom Prescott and up in the air, and this one's going to be caught by third baseman Carnegie in foul territory, so that's one out.
Keep rolling, Bo.
Matt Vogren still on the hill for Minooka. He's been in since the 3rd inning. Trying to keep Minooka in the game. Taylor takes a swing here out to center field. Bibar Actually, it's going to be the left fielder, White, stepping in, taking the catch.
You talked about the wind dying down. That ball, I knew it wasn't hit with great authority, but as the play unfolded, that ball literally died into left center field. So I don't know if we got a little heavier air. I know there's not humidity out there, just a night air, but the ball not carried. It was jumping a couple hours earlier today.
Mike Lorenz, left-handed batter. It's funny you say that, too, because I thought it was going out to center, and it just went flat down, and White stepped in for it. This one outside. Two and 0. And this one hit foul. Third base side, out of play. Nice catch there by the fan.
See that part of that big Minooka crowd. We've talked about it behind the third base dugout. An awful lot of orange and black, but not too much noise. They haven't had much to cheer about. As for the most part tonight, Keith Lehman has just held the Indians' offense in check. Only 4 hits on the evening for Minooka.
2-2 after that foul ball. High breaking ball. Full count.
Here we go, Bo. Get him, Jack.
Pitch here. Line drive out the center. Didn't have to move much. A can of corn out there for Bibar. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Minooka here. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 6-2 Lions. You're watching this Class 4A state semifinals right here on the IHSA TV network. Welcome back to Silver Cross Field. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silber on hand. Tom Lehman pitched pretty well here for this evening. 5 innings of work. He's only given up a couple of runs. Carson Neuschwander now at the plate for Minooka. Called strike over the inside corner.
Neuschwander's played a very solid right field for the Indians tonight. Couple nice catches. Showed off his arm a couple times, getting the ball back to the infield.
Foul ball. Taylor picked that one up. Minooka's running out of outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Absolutely, and I'm one that does indeed count outs. And that's the way I think right now you have to approach this game. You got 6 bullets left.
1-2. Here's the pitch and swinging strike 3. That's the first out.
Hammer fell down on that one. That was a guillotine pitch, if you will, as it just fell off the table. 12-6. Great curveball, good arm action, good wrist, good follow through. Gets a strikeout down in the dirt.
Nick Fleischauer takes this one off the fist and a nice big jump and hop throw over across the diamond. Galka makes the play. And that's the second out of the inning.
That was a tough play that Galka made look easy. Because you usually want to play the ball, not let the ball play you. That ball took a funny hop and came way up above his waist, up to his chin. He fought it off, stayed in front of it, balanced himself, and squared one off through a seat across the diamond for out number 2.
Joe Canargio takes that pitch low. It's funny how sometimes not the first hop, it's the second hop. That's really twisting it hard to
That's because the ball picks up top spin. And once that ball spins, we get 4 seams of a baseball moving. That's the physics of the game. Some crazy things can happen. That's why pitchers can do what they do to make a baseball move, is the seams on the ball.
Pitch from Lehman. This one over to short. Nice second hop there. Over to first. Nelson makes the play. Prescott with the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning. We played 6 completes. 6-2 Lions over Minooka. You're watching the IHSA TV network. Top of the 7th inning, Lyons 6-2 with the lead. Mark Lindo, Rusty Silber. Blake Murray will lead it off for Lyons. Mark Vogren. He's done a pretty good job in relief.
Vogren's done a nice job. He is a nice-looking young pitcher. Got some big upside. Changes speeds, got pretty good giddy up. Gets it up there 86, 87 miles an hour. Really uses his lower body well, gets through his pitch well. Good arm action.
This one outside. 2-1. Murray's got hit by a pitch, grounded out, short to first, and had a nice triple his last time at bat. We weren't sure if he skated into third, jumped off the boards.
Son of Troy Murray of Blackhawks fame and name.
That's going to be called a strike, and you wonder if he's out here tonight. I'm sure he is.
I'm sure Dad's here. No, Dad can't miss your son playing the excitement of the state tournament.
Full count. Here's the pitch. This one up in the air in the infield. And it's a battle, and who came in with the catcher? Condit. That's going to be the first out.
A little bit of miscommunication, quite honestly. Vogren, the sophomore, should have stayed out of the way for the pitcher's mound. First baseman Brozovic had a beat on it. Condon, if it's an easier play from Brozovic, he should call his catcher off. But Condon, being the competitor he is, he wanted the baseball.
Stuart Nelson. This one hit high in the air, back and over the roof. Nelson had the key hit in the third. 2-run single to right field. Also had a key hit in the fifth, too. A ball that was mishandled by the second baseman on a line shot towards second base. Fleshauer couldn't handle, and that led to another run. So he's got in 3 runs today. This one outside.
Yeah, they've had some productivity from the bottom part of their order. When you get that, it's definitely a bonus to your offensive outbursts.
Strike 2. Pretty good fastball. There's a clock to about 85, 86 miles an hour. Strike 3 there. Another fastball over the corner.
Flat out painted him and froze him on the outer edge. Played 17 inches. He threw that one about 17 1/10 and got the call. The right hand went up. When you're consistently around the zone, you'll expand the zone and you'll get the favor of the umpire at any borderline pitch.
Evan Booth. Foul ball. Right past Minooka dugout.
Exactly 8 o'clock here in Joliet. So I walked into Silver Cross Field exactly 12 hours ago. But it's been a great day. What a no better way to spend the day.
This one sent over to short and right through into left field. He's going to go after 2 bases here. He's going to slide right in. Booth just took advantage of that miscue.
Well, watch Booth if we get a chance to see it again. One, you have the error on Tyler Thorson, very uncharacteristic. But then how about playing the game hard? Booth scored 40 runs on the year, and the reason is he plays the game like that, puts himself into scoring position, as he just flat out never broke stride, saw the play in front of him, and saw the ball trickle left field. He said, I'm going for it, going to make the defense play.
Hallenbach at the plate, this one low for actually called a strike there. Hallenbach with a infield single in the second and went off his own teammate off the leg. 1 for 3 on the day. 2-1.
Hallenbach, a 3-year starter. He'll play baseball at Illinois State University for the Redbirds. Their program on a resurgence the last few seasons.
This one going to be foul at the plate. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Vogren hit into right field on a line. It's going to be caught out there by Newslander, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, just one error and one man left. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Indians. They trail Lyons 6-2. You're watching the Class 4A state semifinals right here on the IHSA TV network. Now you can see Lyons anticipating, looking for 3 outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Mark Lindo, Rusty Silver. Silver cross field. Minooka. Austin Paulson will start out the bottom half of the 7th. They need to put a rally together here. Lehman still on the mound. This is called a strike. Lions can get through this inning. They've got a date set up with Oak Park in the final tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. And Minooka will be playing Grant out of Fox Lake at 3 o'clock.
And if we get the Lions-Oak Park matchup, it would be both teams from the West Suburban Silver Conference. And ironically, neither team won the championship. It was York High School, the Dukes, that won the West Suburban Silver. But you know what? They need 3 more outs, and Minooka's not going to go down without some fight.
Paulson a base hit between short and third. And it looks like we're going to have a runner coming out here. Looks like Mark Fox will take pinch running duties. That seems strange. You get 2 teams from the same conference to be in a state final, but the way the brackets or the sectionals are drawn, anything can happen.
Absolutely. And again, the point of York winning that conference shows how much depth that league had. It was a battle day in and day out in the West Suburban Silver.
Nick White takes strike 1. Kevin Lehman trying to go for the complete game. This one high in the air over our heads and back.
Now Prescott's going to continue to hold the runner at first base. He could opt to play behind and go indifference, but the reason they're holding is to keep a double play in order. Not to be concerned with that runner whatsoever.
Swing and strike. Oh, breaking ball that just dropped, so that's 1 out. Alex Bibar, 1 for 3. Kevin Lehman gave up his first base hit since the 3rd inning. Gave up a couple of walks in the 4th. That one going to be a ball inside. Lehman had 8 straight batters out. 3+ innings of work. This one called a strike. One on the count. This one gonna be scooped up by the first base, thrown to the second, back to first, and he's gonna be safe. Pretty good running there by Bibar to beat it out. Oh, wait a minute. That's gonna do it.
Called an illegal slide at second base. And the umpire went ahead and rang him up. That would be the third base umpire in the crew, Pete McGinnis, who had the runner oversliding the base. In high school baseball, you can't make contact. You see the nice scoop right there. And it looked pretty clean on the replay. The shortstop, Nelson, came off the base. Maybe some contact, which is all right, but
yeah, there might have been a pull on the jersey is what I saw there.
And if that's the case, that's a proper call. Regardless, we got Lyons and Georgia Shellers Ball Club going to the finals.
Lyons goes. Kevin Lehman, a complete game. Lyons gets their date tomorrow night in the championship game.
Well, timely hitting, some productivity at the bottom of the order. Solid pitching by Lehman, which we expected to see. We got it. Coach Petrovic's team, Minooka, shaking hands along with Lyons coaches at home plate. An outstanding run to get to the semis, but it was just too much Keith Lehman today.
And Lyons are not giving up. They're out there and they're taking a victory run in the outfield.
Well, that's just their post-game final run before they meet with coaches, something they do every game, and they can feel it. They're back here tomorrow night, and they're back here at 5 o'clock.
And they'll be looking for a second straight championship.
The repeat is so hard to do. You need every kind of break. I had a team win it in 83. We were favored to win it in 84. We got back to the state championship at Aurora Central. We led for 5 innings, made 1 error, and Alton Marquette then went ahead and defeated us. We couldn't get it done. No one's got it done since Maine Township, I believe, sometime in the 50s. Repeating in baseball is very difficult.
That's a long time ago, but it may happen tomorrow night. Championship game is set for 5 o'clock. You've got Lyons all set to go against the Conference Bowl, Oak Park, and Minooka will have their shot for third place against Grant out of Fox Lake.
Should be fun. We got a full day of baseball once again. The only difference, we start at 10 today, tomorrow, 9 a.m. 1 hour earlier, get the coffee pot going.
And what? Who's in the Class 3A games? Help us out on that.
3A games tomorrow. Troy Triad was a 5-2 loser. LP goes to the championship game. And then it was Marion against Naz, and Marion with the victory. So we have LaSalle, Peru, and Marion with a championship encounter tomorrow morning in game 2.
All right. So that gets the game going tomorrow, 9 a.m. in the morning. You want to catch more IHSA baseball. Great win tonight for Lyons, a win over Minooka, 6-2. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For Mark Lindo, I'm Rusty Silber. Class 4A state semifinals right here on the IHSA TV network. So long, everybody.